Doug, the 9170? The 9170? Okay.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm serious now. I don't want to do it. You probably see it.
You need to get your register of these items.
Do you have the RPL?
I think it's this one. It's the other. It should be recording. Did she start? Yes, she started recording. It's in the phone. Yes. No, she doesn't. Not coming up there though. Where's the button? Here.
Second. Aye.
Aye. I can't hear.
I can't hear.
Stand by, I want to get Gary on phone.
Nice. Okay, bills to pay tonight.
Mr. Chairman, I move this matter recommends approving bills in the amount of $1,220,715.49. Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve bills in the amount of $1,229,715.49. All those in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. I have no remarks tonight, so we'll go straight to the general manager's report.
Thank you. I didn't catch a lot of that audio before this, but I guess we're okay. Can everybody hear me all right?
Yes, thank you.
We do have a few items on the agenda tonight. Number one, I'm looking for board approval for the general manager's rate increase per the recommendation of the Employees Relation Committee. That raise incidentally is the same as everybody else gets at the first of the year, percentage wise.
Gary, I see you on. You're on here.
From my computer?
from your computer. Yep, that just took you off.
Hi. Okay. That TV doesn't have audio that works.
TV doesn't have audio support?
You just want to see
That
there's
you that said that?
TV.
There's speakers over there. They just got to be plugged in correctly.
Okay. Jeff can't log in. Is the mayor there or AJ? AJ should be able to log in with city credentials. Oh, you're just asking for Zoom. I'm sorry. Jeff will log in as himself into Zoom. I'm sorry. I thought you were asking about login his credentials.
I can't hear him. I can't hear him.
He should log in as himself. Whatever his password is.
They're going to recess until we get this fixed.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I can end the live stream here. Oh.
I noticed that. Yeah. So I'll change it back to. What is it? No, because I think I did the free one. Got it. Okay. I don't know how to do it. How I do it.
All right, Linda, can you say something now?
Were you talking to me?
Harry almost has his computer working, so we're back in just a minute. And you can get an idea.
Lucky they didn't take one phone. But I don't know the other one.
All right, Gary, you try your sound. Sorry about that.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I can hear you, Gary.
So I think we're ready.
Yep.
To resume our meeting. I'm ready. We are resuming our meeting, having solved our technical problems, and we were in the midst of the report by the general manager, and I'm going to ask Randy that he just start over again.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. Few things on the agenda tonight. Number one on the agenda, we're looking for board approval of the general manager's rate increase per the recommendation of the Employee Relations Committee. Incidentally, that raise is the same as all the rest of the employees get at 3%.
So any questions, comments in regard to that matter? Hearing none, I'd accept the motion.
For this, Employee Relations Committee.
Thank you.
Took off Larry Parkin on that as Employee Relations Committee, right? Randy's annual review. If you'll recall, he was put in this position February 18th. So his review always comes after February 18th. Speaking of microphones. So we met with the general manager, we met with the entire board electronically to perform his annual review, and everything is satisfactory and commendable. And we recommend a pay increase.
We can't hear you,
The
Ronnie.
same
Can't understand you.
We can't understand you.
No.
Okay. So we recommend a pay increase the same as all other employees. Is that better?
Yeah.
But he won't start, it's not retroactive to January 1st, it's retroactive to February 18th, which is his hire date for this position. The Employee Relations Committee recommends approval.
Excuse me.
Got some of that.
So the Employee Relations Committee recommends approval of the raise. Did you hear that?
Got that.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks, Gary.
So I would accept the motion.
Mr. President, I'll make a motion that we approve the recommendation of the Employee Relations Committee regarding the general manager's rate of pay.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the recommendation by the Employee Relations Committee to increase the general manager's pay by 3%. All those in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Okay, thank you. And to finish that out, in order to do that, I'm looking for board approval of resolution 2-2020, amending the salary resolution to include the general manager's rate increase.
I'd accept the motion on that.
Second,
So moved.
Kelly.
Kelly moved and
Ron.
Ron seconded. So we have a motion and a second to approve resolution 2-2020. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. And last on the agenda tonight, we are looking for board authorization to move $3 million between funds within the restricted assets classification to rebalance those funds after the first quarter ended March 31st, 2020.
Any comments, questions?
The finance committee met on this. And actually, the entire board discussed this in executive session, so we recommend approval just to rebalance restricted asset funds after the end of the first quarter.
Can't hear him. Can't hear him, Gary.
Well,
We can't hear him.
Ron made a motion to approve and it was seconded by Jeff Kappa. To authorize a move of $3 million between funds within restricted assets to rebalance the funds after the first quarter, which ended March 31st, 2000. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, thank you. That's all on the agenda under the general report. We are working with our employees. We're kind of seeing the light at the end of this tunnel, hopefully. And after the end of this month, we are going to start putting things in motion to kind of get back to a little normalcy. We are still running our crews and shifts and things like that, and that will continue into May. But we are slowly getting back into the swing of things. Also, we will be discontinuing cutoffs and things like that through the month of May. It'll take us those 4 weeks to kind of get things back in order, I'm sure. And but we're slowly getting back to normal and hope to within the next several weeks, depending on what happens, in the circumstances and things like that. But everybody is doing pretty well. The schedule shifting is working pretty well. We are carrying skeleton crews still. Customers still can call. We still have phone service for customer service and things like that. And we are doing a little bit of work out in the field as well. But like I say, we're starting to see a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. So we hope we can get back to normal at some point very soon.
Good. Any questions for the general manager?
Nope.
Thank you, Randy.
Thank you.
We have no new business, so I'd accept a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned.
Well, it can't be a hit.
Hello, check 1, 2. Can you hear that? Anything? Hello? Hello? You hear that? Okay. Can you hear any of that back there, Ryan? Ryan, hello, check 1, 2.
Not well.
Hello, hello, hello. 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 Yeah, my speaker's muted now. So scared. Turn off your speaker. You can do this. You won't. Now you won't speak. Okay. Ryan, is that working? Is that working at all, Ryan? Now it's going to go to the filter. Hello. That isn't good. Thanks. Can you hear me now, Ryan? In the back? Yes. So that works? That works for you? Okay. We may have so Kate, I need to restart the recording, so recording pause.
Karen needs to
Just
unmute.
Karen, need to restart the recording. Recording pause.
Okay, what would you like for me to say, Doug?
Needs to.
Mr. Goss,
Yes.
you asked me to unmute. Is there something you need me to say?
You unmute. Hello, 1, 2. Hello, 1, 2. You don't think that was it? I turned down Karen's mic. And mic 7. Mic 7. There you go. Okay, is that better? Mic 5 was cranked up on the game. Your mic? Good. Somebody had cranked up the game. Maybe we're okay now. What do you think? People online, can you hear us okay?
Yes,
Yes.
Yes,
Say that again, Jane.
yes.
Okay, good. I can hear you. Counting down.
It's still showing Karen is muted.
Okay, good evening. Welcome to the April 20th, 2020 meeting of the Common Council of the City of Richmond, Indiana. And the clerk call roll. No, why not?
Doug Buss,
Here.
Charlie Cruz Nicholson,
Here,
Bill Engel,
Here.
Jeff Kappa. Here. Jeff Locke,
Here.
Harry Turner, Ron Oler,
Here.
Jane Bungalow,
Here.
and Larry.
Here.
All are present.
All right, thank you. In your packet was the minutes of our last meeting, April 6, 2020. Any additions or corrections? Mr. Parker?
No additions or corrections, I move for approval of minutes of April 6, 2020 as received.
Second.
The motion and second to approve the minutes as received for the last meeting, April 6, 2020. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. Minutes are approved. Thank you. Communications from the mayor.
Thank you, Mr. President. They issued an order the last to May 1st that designs those interactions among users to agree with COVID-19.
I can't hear him.
Can't hear him at all.
Apologize. Is that
Is
good now?
that better?
All right. Thank you, Mr. President. I'll start over. I just want to take a moment to reiterate the governor's revision of his stay-at-home orders, some slight revisions. Most of the stay-at-home order remains intact. Today, though, he did provide some slight revisions and an extension of his stay-at-home order to May 1st, designed to limit interactions among Hoosiers to increase containment of COVID-19. As of today in Indiana, there are 11,686 positive tests and 569 deaths from COVID-19 throughout the state of Indiana. And there are now positive tests in 92 of all 92 counties. As part of the action, he's also extended through May 1st the orders that limit in-person public activity at state government offices and put restrictions, continue the restrictions on the operation of restaurants, bars, and nightclubs. Slight revisions that were put into place today include some very small revisions in pet grooming and nurseries that are able to do some business now, putting a lower restriction on outdoor activity. So if you ever need access to these directives that are coming out of state government, county government, or city government, it is all available on our city website, which is richmondindiana.gov. And there you'll find a tab that says COVID-19 in Richmond. Click on that, you'll find information from the city, county, state, and even from the CDC. You'll find everything you need there. The current city and county directives that have been placed through 2 executive orders remain in place. We've made no revisions to those at this time. However, we'll stay in step with the governor's office, and we'll begin to reevaluate this on May 1st. And if we see a decline in cases, then we'll begin to revise our executive orders and hopefully start trickling back into some of the normalcy. That's all I have.
All right, thank you, Mayor. Any questions for the mayor? No? Ordinance is on first reading.
Mr. President,
Mr. Ross?
I'd like to make the motion that we read ordinance 21, 2020, 22, 23, 26, and 27, 2020 by title only.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to suspend the rules. Read ordinances 21, 2020, 22, 23, 26, and 27, 2020 by title only. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None opposed. Thank you.
Ordinance number 21, 2020. A special ordinance authorizing the approval of a statement of benefits for a property owner applying for deductions under Indiana Code 6-1.1-12.1 with an alternative abatement deduction schedule.
Mr. President,
This is a
It's for real estate.
tax abatement request for real estate for NICO 13. Mr. Ross, you have this?
yes. 21, 22, and 23, 2020 are all for the same company. It's a new company called Element 13 LLC. They will be moving here. What they do is basically they're aluminum foundry. The first Ordinance 21 is for real estate, a 10-year abatement with an estimated value of $6.2 million.
How many jobs will this project add?
Thank you. This will be creating 30 new jobs.
Any questions for Mr. Goss? If not, this will be referred to the tax evasion committee.
Ordinance number 22, 2020, a special ordinance authorizing the approval of a statement of benefits for a property owner applying for deductions under Indiana Code 6-1.1-12.1 with alternative abatement deduction schedule.
This is the same company for the manufacturing equipment you have with Mr. Goss?
Yes, this is for manufacturing equipment for 10 years. Again, it'll be creating the 30 jobs. It has an estimated value of $13.2 million.
Ordinance 23, 2020, a special ordinance authorizing the approval of a statement of benefits for a property owner applying for deductions under Indiana Code 6-1.1-12.1 with alternative abatement deduction schedule.
This is the third ordinance for them?
Yes, this one here is for IT equipment. Therefore, it's only for 5 years. Again, create 30 jobs with an estimated value of $100,000.
Okay, unless there's objection, this will be for the finance for the tax evasion committee for the diligence.
Ordinance number 24, 2020. Appropriation ordinance amending ordinance number 41-2018, known as the 2020 salary ordinance. Should be on second item, I'm sorry, that's a different. As authorizing the surrenders, acceptance, and appropriation of grants from various sources due to emergency circumstances.
This is to apply for grants for the current COVID-19 pandemic. AJ Sickman's want to speak to this. You might want to use the mayor's computer so people on Zoom can hear you. They won't hear you on the mic.
Thank you, Mr. President, and City Attorney. This ordinance is an appropriation ordinance that authorizes the city to apply for, accept, and appropriate grant funds to assist with cash flow expenditures related to COVID-19 response measures. As you're probably aware, the pandemic has caused really many unexpected issues which required new and refocusing existing resources, and of course, that comes with a cost. The federal and state government has recognized these issues, and we're beginning to see grant sources open up, and that includes sources like FEMA and OPRA. And in fact, we learned recently that the city's been invited to submit a full application to an OPRA Community Development Block Grant, which has been earmarked for COVID issues, and that's due on the 22nd of this month. Excuse me, and this particular grant would be in the sum of $250,000. Now, timing is an important factor with these types of grants. You're probably aware the SBA Paycheck Protection Program approved around $342 billion in loans to businesses, and that program ran out of funding in a matter of days. And so the types of grants that we're going to be looking at, like that PPP program, are going to probably be on a first come, first served basis. So with that in mind, I would request the council consider entertaining this ordinance in 3 readings tonight so that we're in a good position to move swiftly as these opportunities become available to us. And I also want to point out that there would be subsequent confirmatory ordinances coming to council as we apply for and actually accept these grant monies so that you have a full understanding as to what these grants are, how much money there is, and then it would be appropriate. It's just a grant ordinance allowing us to take quick action to take advantage of the opportunity. Maybe have to answer questions.
And so we'll be applying to federal, state, local, private agencies, foreign companies, included but not limited to FEMA, OPRA, et cetera. That's good. Okay. And but if we do receive these grants and there's no match required, it will come back to us to be appropriated, so we will appropriate them in the appropriate areas. That's good. Yeah. Okay. Yes, Mr. Pepper.
we had spoken earlier in Finance Committee. I am a board member of the Aviation Board, and I'd like to report to council that I abstain on this particular vote since I had voted already with the City Board to go ahead and forward this application just for transparency.
So we did discuss that consistent with our past practice and our code that we require a vote.
Right. Council Jeff Capel is asked to abstain from this vote. In order to abstain from this vote, the council must approve that. Do I have a motion to accept his abstention? I have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, you may abstain. This ordinance is still on first reading unless we have a motion.
Mr. President.
Yes, Mr. Parker.
I'd like to suspend the rules and advance ordinance 26/2020 to second reading by title only.
Second. Motion and a second to suspend the rules and advance ordinance 26/2020 to second reading by title only. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Ordinance number 26, 2020, an appropriation ordinance authorizing the submittal, acceptance, and appropriation of grants from various sources due to emergency circumstances.
This ordinance is on public comment. Anyone in the audience wishing to speak in favor or against? Let me check the online attendees. There's only one. Before you just calling in later for another ordinance, so have no one online, no one in the audience.
Move for engrossment.
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Valdez. So a motion and a second to engross. All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Mr. President,
Yes, Mr. Valdez.
I move that we suspend the rules and advance ordinance 26/2020 to third and final reading, read by title only.
Second.
Motion and second to suspend the rules and advance ordinance 26/2020 to third and final reading by title only. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Online. No opposed?
Ordinance number 26, 2020, an appropriation ordinance authorizing the submittal, acceptance, and appropriation of grants from various sources due to emergency circumstances.
All right, will the clerk please call the roll?
Doug Goss,
Aye.
Kelly Cruz Nicholson,
Aye.
Bill Engel,
Aye.
Jeff Kappa. Oh, that's right. So sorry. Jeff Locke, Gary Turner,
Aye.
Jane Buffalo,
Aye.
Larry Parker,
Aye.
Ron Oler,
Aye.
8 in favor.
Ordinance passes. Thank you.
Ordinance number 27, 2020, an appropriation ordinance authorizing the submittal, acceptance, and appropriation of a grant from the United States Federal Aviation Administration.
This is for the airport, for FAA, online attendee students. Should be unmuted now and on the line. Are you there, Brett?
Did you already?
Yes. Ordinance 27, 2020 is a request to apply for a grant through the Federal Aviation Administration. This funding is available through the Airport Improvement Program. This is for the Taxiway A Rehabilitation Project. We will be requesting $807,385, of which the project has been bid, and the bid price came in for Milestone for $709,385. It will also pay for the inspection and testing of the project, which we are hiring Butler Fairman in Seaford to do that work. The cost of the inspection is $98,000. Might note too that there is no local or state match required for this grant because funding was made available through the CARES Act to the federal government to pay 100% of the cost of this project. We plan on submitting the grant at the May 14th Board of Aviation meeting. Does anyone have any questions?
So this The rate is finance committee, we can come up with our next meeting, correct? First meeting in May.
I can't
Don't
hear.
think they can.
Can't hear.
Yeah, I didn't hear the question.
I didn't either.
No.
Greg, let's come back to our next meeting. We don't have to vote on this tonight, correct?
I will come to the next meeting for the second reading.
Okay, very good. Very good. We'll refer this to the finance committee. Thanks.
That was the airport, okay.
Yeah.
Second reading, ordinance number 24, 2020. An appropriation ordinance amending ordinance number 41, 2019, known as the 2020 salary ordinance.
The finance committee now is still on the table.
Can't hear you.
We can't hear you, Ron.
Speak into the
Ordinance number
mic.
25, 2020, an appropriation ordinance amending the 2020 budget.
This is for the fire department, the Senator of the Finance Committee, Mr. Bach, doing it. Here. See, Mayor's. Thanks, Mayor. Well,
Can't hear you, Ron.
No, can't hear.
Finance committee did meet earlier in regards to this ordinance.
You're hearing perfectly.
We
If
can't
anybody
hear.
has any questions, Chief Purcell is in the audience and can answer them. You want to say this to you, Purcell? Good to see you back. He's coming up to the computer there for you, for everybody on Zoom.
Very good.
I'll adjust the camera back a little bit so you can have a nice neck drive. We'd like to see your face.
Very good. This ordinance reappropriates funds from last year for 3 different projects. One would be purchase of new engine version 3, $150,000. Station 3's remodel, which is $325,000, and $250,000 additional money to go for a training facility using the district's budget. We turned in around $1.2 million last year for projects, and we have scaled down the training facility slightly, and the Station 3 bid came in a bit lower than we were expecting, but so there was the money for the appropriate from last year, or actually less than during budget last month in last year's budget. And that money did revert back into sort of response fund.
So this is requesting $825,000.
Correct.
Certain first response, that will put in the vehicles.
Yes.
Instead of 1.26 million, so waiting your help. Any questions for the chief? This is on public comment. There's no one in the audience physically here to speak to this from the public that I'm aware of. Unless the report is in the report, isn't. The attendees online are still on 1. These are recording great screen, so no public is online that I can see.
Was there a finance committee report?
Yes, so that was the same. Finance.
We had another person.
Can't hear you.
Move for
Can't hear anything.
endorsement.
So motion and second, gross ordinance 25, 2020, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Ordinance is endorsed. Thank you.
Mr. President, I move that we suspend the rules and advance ordinance 24, 2020 to third and final reading, read by title only.
Second.
The second.
It's 25.
Sorry. So motion and second, to suspend the rules and advance ordinance 25, 2020 to third reading by title only. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Seeing it, thank you.
Ordinance number 25, 2020, an appropriation ordinance amending the 2020 budget.
Please call the roll.
Doug Goss,
Aye.
Kelly Cruz Nicholson,
Aye.
Bill Engel,
Aye.
Jeff Kappa, Jeff Locke, Gary Turner,
Aye.
Jane Bumbleow.
Aye.
Okay. Larry Parker
Aye.
and Ron Oler.
Aye.
9 are in favor.
Thank you. We have no other ordinances, no ordinances on third reading, no other business to present tonight. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second to adjourn, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Adjourn, thank you.
Are we still on?
Recording.
Can you hear me, Ron? Ron? Hello, Ron?
Mayor,
Kelly, can you hear me?
hold on, I can't hear you. Mayor.
I can hear you, Bill.
This is really frustrating. I can't hear half of what they say. Can you?
Okay, so my suggestion, Bill,
Go to the
honestly,
meeting?
is that my suggestion honestly would be that if you feel you can end the meeting and still continue social distancing, can you hear me?
I can
Then
hear.
that's what I would do.
Okay.
That's what Larry's doing. That's what Jeff is doing. And I think that if it's difficult, then that's going to be the best thing for you to do. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Yes, it does. Yes.
Okay.
I think-
Okay. And I know it can be very, very frustrating.
I can't hear what they're talking about.
Yeah. I understand it can be very frustrating. I really do. But I would, if I were you, if that's what you are inclined to do, then that's what I would do. Okay.
Okay with it.
All
There's
right.
no one else.
They can just record.
There's not a lot of people at the
Feedback
meeting,
issues
so
and
you
it's
can
done.
set
Okay.
away from people. Okay.
Okay.
Does that
thanks,
help?
Kelly.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.